Hello toy collectors and YouTubers, this is Film School 93 with another authentic legends and collectibles toy review. And I'm your host, Joel Trujillo. And today's toys, we'll be talking about my Dick Tracy 3.75 action figure.
But before we get started on the toy review, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring that bell so you get notifications for future toy reviews.
Now, let's rewind and go back in time to the summer of 1990. That was when I was 10 years old, little boy, and a movie Dick Tracy had just come out, and they wanted to let everybody know that Dick Tracy was taking over. The summer before was Batman. This summer was Dick Tracy, and there was Dick Tracy propaganda everywhere, from McDonald's to the newspapers to TV commercials. Everywhere I looked was Tracy, 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 Tracy. And finally, I got to go to the theater and see the movie, and it was absolutely phenomenal, fantastic. I enjoyed Warren Beatty as Dick Tracy, enjoyed his directing on that movie. Liked Al Pacino, loved Madonna in the movie as well. It was just amazing, and I was excited for the toys to come out. And when they finally came out, what a letdown. I'm sorry. I was into collecting 3.75 action figures and the 4.5-inch action figures of Batman and superpowers. And when these figures came out, they were the opposite. They were more like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figure, short and fat. And why was that? Because Playmates made these Dick Tracy action figures just like they did the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figures. So there went that idea of buying these toys. I was not interested. I did not want them. I had to wait 30 years later to get my hands on a perfect Dick Tracy action figure done in a 3.75 retro style, if you will. And now,
here is the toy review. And this is the action figure looking amazing on the card called Pulp Heroes. Plus pounding action, and Dick Tracy on the bubble on the card, looking like a retro 3.75 action figure on a card from back in the day. And here is the back of the card: Pulp Heroes, Crime Does Not Pay, and all the information about Dick Tracy and where he came from. And then also at the bottom says 6 exciting figures, collect them all. And here you have Doc Savage, Dick Tracy, the Shadow, I love it, the Spirit, Kato, and the Green Hornet. But those 3 right there are not available, and those are the ones I want, unfortunately. But I got Dick Tracy, and here he is on the card, done very well, making sure that everything is looking great. Here is the company that made him, Mayhem, looking like a Kinder logo at the bottom, and I love the Dick Tracy logo here at the top. Talking about nostalgia, this card looks great. Let's take a look at the figure outside of the card. Here is Dick Tracy. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This looks phenomenal. The sculpt, the paint app for a custom figure. This is just unbelievable. This has captured Dick Tracy in every way, shape, or form. Now, this isn't a movie version of him, okay? This is more for the cartoon strip, comic book look, if you will. And this, I just love it. The coat, the detail, and every little thing. You can't ask for more in a custom action figure, down to the hat, the buttons. I do have a little bit of a paint scrape here, but hey, this is a custom figure, okay? This is what I've been dreaming for. Not a Playmates fat, chubby little figure. This was the one I wanted, and it just captures everything about Dick Tracy and what Dick Tracy stands for. So let's do a 3.75 test, make sure nothing falls off, breaks, or tears. I try to go easy on these figures just for the fact that I do know they're custom. They're not made to be played with, although I'm going to play with this one. And just make sure that everything is okay. But once again, Mayhem did an amazing job on this Dick Tracy action figure. I mean, the watch. Do you see the watch? Doesn't that look neat? And then you just get his hand up in the air, and he comes with an accessory. Come on, Dick Tracy has to have a Tommy gun, right? Look at that. Oh, man, I'm going to have so much fun with this toy. This is just, oh, what an amazing toy. Dick Tracy. Oh, off the comic book strip onto an action figure just the way I like it. 3.75, going back to that time from the retro style from the late 1970s, early 1980s, the Star Wars Kenner action figures. That's what's being captured here, and I just absolutely love it. I will put a link in the description of where you can get this Dick Tracy action figure so that you can put it to your collection, because if this is something that you like Dick Tracy, you like 3.75 retro style action figures, then this, I highly recommend you pick this up today.
So there you have it. There is the Dick Tracy action figure that I prefer over the Playmates original action figures. These guys did an amazing job on this action figure, and I can't say that enough. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode. That's it for today. Once again, I'm your host, Joel Trujillo, and make sure to take a look at our other past videos as well as our future videos coming up.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button below and please subscribe to our channel.